Hey, great to be here. Good morning. My name is Petri, and we'll be providing a presentation today with my colleague Thuy. You need to pay attention. Thuy has changed the hair color. My style is pretty much similar compared to that picture. Our goal is to provide exciting but down-to-earth presentation about implementing AI to existing SaaS software. The exciting part will be the live demo provided by Thuy at the end of the presentation, so anything can happen. But yeah, I will give a bit background of our company and why we started to implement AI to our software and what kind of software that is. We have been around a bit over 10 years, helping publishers in their advertising sales and optimizing their revenue streams, solving issues around advertising sales, so that's everything what we do. So we work only on the sell side, supporting publishers and other companies selling digital advertising. Last 6 years, we have been focusing pretty much mainly on our in-house software called Relevant Yield, which is growing quite fast. We do have websites and applications using our tech in 23 countries already and growing fast. The Relevant Yield solves publishers' issues around. I'm not verifying Excel. Microsoft took over. Yeah, we are not using their model, so that might be the reason. Yeah, the Relevant Yield solves publishers' issues around consolidated revenue and inventory reporting. So that's what we are doing around ad revenue insights. Then we also provide tools for real-time monitoring of the advertising sales setup and obviously revenue, so that our customers know all the time that what is going on in pre-bid Amazon and Google like revenue streams, and they will get immediate alarm if something goes wrong. That's provided by the hero bidding analytics. And then we help our customers to scale their setups, maintain their setups, and optimize their setups with Header Bidding Manager, which is our extremely comprehensive solution for setup management on the client side and also on the server side. So we work quite a lot around pre-bid servers and that kind of implementations. Right now, the slide says that everything is AI assisted. That wasn't the case a year ago. It was around summer 24 when we started to think that if and how AI could bring additional value for our customers. So a bit over a year ago. And when we were thinking about concrete use cases, like how to provide real value for our customers, it was quite easy to identify the first case, so the data analysis and reporting. In most cases, our customers are taking in a lot of data from all the SSP partners they are running and the ad servers. So we have built API connections with the supply side platforms and taking the data in, and there is all the time coming in log level data from the pre-bid setup, client side and the server side. So the amount of the data is insane, a lot of metrics and dimensions. So making reporting easier for our customers, that was kind of like the first one, the obvious use case we wanted to solve. The second one is problem solving and providing technical support. I guess we all work around ad tech and we know that it can be complicated. There is a lot of things we need to know and we need to remember, and sometimes we might forget something. How do I add a new universal ID vendor into my pre-bid setup, or how do I activate a pre-bid server for Magnite, whatever? And that was kind of like the second use case we wanted to solve. Offer assistant for our customers that whenever they need to check some technical details, they can ask our AI and that will provide help. And the third use case we were thinking was obviously performance optimization. That can mean a lot of things, from technical performance latencies, rendering times, and things like that, to identifying new potential advertisers. So if there is coming like a new advertisers in for open RTB, how can we highlight that for the sales team so that they can start selling deals or direct campaigns? And kind of like the bonus part was the support for other languages. Most of our customers are in English-speaking markets, but we do have, like I said, 23 countries already. So in some countries, it helps if the support is available with their own language. So these were the issues we wanted to solve with the AI. And we started the project. Like the first like a big thing was to choose the main model we would like to use, and we were running quite a lot of like a tests with different models, and to like understand that which model works best with our data structure, the database we have built, and the outcome for that was Claude. Anthropic's Claude. It did offer like a best price quality ratio for our use case. But the Claude is not only model. Right now we have 4 models we are running, but the Claude is definitely the main model, and the Claude is the only one who has access to our customers' data. So the privacy part has been also quite important when building this. Obviously, we need to share the data with Anthropic, otherwise it wouldn't be able to provide answers from publishers' own data. And we needed to also make sure that since obviously we are like a lot of customers, the data sets are isolated so that we are not mixing data between customers. We needed to make sure that the AI is not doing that either. And we have been limiting rights so that when the user is asking questions, in that session, the AI has same user rights as the user who is using that. We have spent a lot of time around prompt engineering as well. The one like a concrete example for that is that the models love to do math. They try to do math every time it's possible. And the issue is that they are not really good with that always. So we have been giving like a hard guidance for the model that don't even try to calculate this. The answer is in database, go there and take it from there. So don't start doing your own math. And in general, kind of like the system level prompt engineering, the size of our prompt is something like 6,000 tokens currently, and that work is continuing all the time. And if you are building something like that, you need to commit to continue the prompt engineering as well in the future, since the model providers are updating their models and killing old ones, launching new ones, and the old like prompts might not work with the new ones. So yeah, and then we have given also guidance for the AI that if our customer is asking about something pre-bid related, for example, don't Google it, go to pre-bid documentation, the answer is there, and form the answer based on the pre-bid documentation. So yeah, now after a year and 3 months, we have about 30 customers using our AI on a daily basis. If we go back to the initial goals, I think we have been quite successful when it comes to providing a new way for our customers to interact with their data. We didn't remove any like old tools so that people can build their reports manually, choose metrics, dimensions, the spreadsheet or graph, whatever. But we are quite happy how we were able to bring like a natural way for our users to interact with their own data. We are also quite happy how it integrates to the UI. So the old good things are there, but then there is opportunity to use the AI when building reports and asking questions. And it makes some things definitely faster. So if you would like to, for example, build a report to see that did we get any new advertisers this week compared to last week from the open RTP, for example. The AI is super fast on that, and also like providing guidance that how do I change something in my previous setup. So it makes life easier. The funny story, real story from one of our customers is that they have given name for our AI, since when they are having internal meetings, they don't want to say relevant yield AI, so they are talking about with their in-house name when referring to our solution. Obviously, it's not ready. Like I said, we need to continue the prompt engineering part all the time, and we are also training new things for the AI. So currently, what is going on right now is that we are teaching the model to understand business verticals, which sounds kind of like a simple, but for a model, it might not be easy to understand that this advertiser is a car advertiser and that one is from travel. And in the future, we will make it more proactive. So now it's like reactive, active that you need to ask questions, but we want to make it proactive so that when you are looking into the system, it will give always like fresh insights, ideas, and at some point maybe also change settings in your setup, change floor prices or do things like that. But that's not happening during next week. But yeah, let's move forward to the demo, and now we can switch to the browser so you will see what we have been building.
Thank you, Petri. So my name is Thuy. I am the sales manager at Relevant, and I would like to show you what Relevant AI is in real life, because no face, no case, right? So when we build the AI, Relevant AI, we don't want it to be just a simple chatbot that doesn't really provide you any real values, because we understand that AI consumes a lot of energy. We want to be sustainable. We are Nordic. We are really big on that. So we want to give you a tool that not only saves you time in your operations day to day, but also makes it less of a drag. Is it how you say it? Because as you can see, we have two modules that focus on data, because usually in programmatic, people have a lot of data to work with. And when you have that much data, the analysis could be challenging and it could be time consuming. Even with our reporting modules, which is, you can do everything from the UI, it could still take a lot of time for you to actually understand the pattern and what are the things that you need to do based on the data. So here you can see this is the Relevant AI. This is our assistant. Our purpose, our goal with Relevant Yield in general is that it's a tool that can be used across different teams in the organizations. It's not just siloed to the ad sales or the yield managers or the ad ops. So I will show you a few queries, and each of them will be something like relevant to each of the function or department in the team. So let's say that you are an ad sales director, and now we're in Q4. We want to see what are the differences in the advertiser that we got in Q2 and Q3. So for example, when you want to do that, usually you can just, you have to go to the SSP, get the, oh, you're not supposed to show this? That was my little trick to not have to type. So anyway, you will have to go to the SSPs, like to the dashboard, get the CSV, get the spreadsheet, compare them. Even if we are doing it on Relevant Yield, you still need to create at least 2 reports and then put them together to compare. However, with the AI, you put the prompt in here. So as you can see here, I'm asking what are the advertisers that we lost and we gained from Q8 to Q3 of this year, and how much is in money. And here the AI will show you all of the steps that it's thinking, so to show that where they get the data from. And we have clients that are actually been using our reporting since we started 6 years ago, and we keep the data until they churn as a client. So that means that there's a lot of data of that client, so they can use it for forecast, but also to report some like retroactive reporting. So as you can see here, the answer, at first it gives you the overview. So here are the churned advertisers, and this is the new advertisers. And here are the net impact. And after it shows you the overview, it would give you the reports immediately. So if I was to click here, so mind you, this is the demo data, so it's a little bit weird looking. But as you can see here, it will show you the report. And this is to show the transparency. It doesn't make up answers. You can have the reports to show to your team. Another thing is sometimes you would like to maybe make a screenshot of this. And so you can share it with your team very easily. Yeah, you can also share the report as a link to your team member. However, if you want to make it quick and easy, here's a screenshot with all of the data that it gives you. So that is...
Yeah, just shortly highlight that it's really important that we are providing the report as well, so that the user can validate the answer and see that the AI made like the right decisions when it was building the report and taking the values out.
Yep. Yeah, we always have data to back up the answer. So that was a query that can be used for the ad sales people. What if you were a yield manager and you want to have something a bit more technical as well? So, I mean, now you already see this. I can just copy it, I guess. So here I have the query asking to compare the technical performance of all bidders and highlight the underperforming ones and suggest optimizations. So this is something that is, could be very useful for day-to-day. So you don't have to go through each of them or even have to look at the reports and compare. So here, similar to what happened before, it shows you how it thought, and then some kind of flagging. If there's any like anomalies, it would flag that here. And here are the answers with all of the numbers. So we actually train our AI to really understand the ad tech context. So it knows that underperformers are the ones with response time up like from 500 to 800 or even above. And then it also analyzes all the aspects, all the dimensions here. So it goes on. And then in the end, it gives you a report with all of the dimensions of the bidders. And it would also sometimes like give you the follow-up questions so that you can dig deeper if you need to. And we have a lot of clients who don't speak English as their native. I mean, we don't either. And sometimes it would be easier for them to maybe, we have an Italian client that uses very often. I don't speak Italian, but maybe Mimo, if you could justify if it's if it's actually good. And because it's trained in the ad tech context. So the language hopefully would also reflect that. Right, now I have to switch it back to English, because otherwise... So then we have had sales, we have had yield managers. What if you are an ad ops specialist and you want to do some quick, like, let's say, troubleshooting? So let's say you want to check if any bidder is failing due to certain reason. So here it could be due to timeout, or it could be through due to misconfigured endpoints. Again, it gives you the explanation and the results and a table. As you can see, it's quite fast. And again, flagging the anomaly so that you can see it right away. And then further explanation. So it's very thorough. It's not just something that tells you something high level. It actually goes quite deep and helps you to understand what is happening, what is causing it, and what you can actually do. So here's another report. Do I still have time? 2 minutes?
1 minute.
1 minute? Okay, I'll squeeze that in. Yeah, I'll talk fast. And then, as we said, we do have data coming from pre-bid documentation and our own knowledge base as well. So let's say if you were to have to set up a certain SSP on pre-bid server, let's say your previous server expert is on holiday and you need to get this done because it's a lot of money, you can still do that. And so the whole point is that it gives each team member also more independent, and we want to empower everyone in the organization to be able to do the job that they need to do without relying on people, because we know that everyone is busy and usually publishers have a lot of resource constraint. The programmatic team is usually understaffed. We have so much to do, and something like this could really free up the time so that they can actually invest their intelligence and their most optimal brain power to do things that actually impact revenue in a greater way. But thank you for joining us on this live demo. I hope that it was interesting, and yeah, we will be there if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you.